Hey everybody. So I hope your semester is going well. We are about halfway through, so the end is in sight almost. We're getting there, making progress. So I actually just got done. Had a really good time grading the internship applications, and for those of you who have seen the grades that you got, you must be like, "Wow, you are one sick, twisted person, Brother Samuelson," because barely anybody I gave the pass grade to. Like there's the vast majority got the failing grade, which, pass fail means like, well, I must have failed if I got the failing grade. And I really want to be clear up front that there were so many that I'm like, this person, I would hire this person if I were in, that position. And there were so many things that I saw going well. I do feel though that on there were very all except for super rare situations where it was like there are enough of those little things that I feel like you could benefit from that I wanted to really draw your attention and use the grade as a motivating factor because I recognize that revision can be low on your list of things to do without that in there, and it's built into this program, and I kind of told you that the bar was going to be set pretty high. So um, I do want to call the attention to some specific examples, and really like I hope you get the feel that like the vast majority of the work that you did I thought was awesome and right along the right track. There were enough small things. Um, Part of me was really tempted to go through each person's thing just so I wasn't picking on anybody, but I don't want you to be here for too long. So I'm just gonna go. I picked two. I'm just gonna go for it. So here we go, and no hard feelings, I hope. Okay, so Anna's. Straight up front, you can see formatting makes a really great first impression. Um, there are I point out some things, so like the date I think would visually make it more balanced over here. The red font I think could be more uniform color wise. Overall, though, visually very right on. Um, the text. So I feel I would make an excellent choice of candidate for your program. I feel like these skills will allow me to be successful within the carefree consulting. Um, I am methodical and well ordered. So like all through, there's this feel of like I am the right person for this position, and that is the tone. That's the claim. And it comes across as very confident, which is exactly what you want to do for this kind of an application. You want to put the burden of why am I the wrong person? Put that on them. You do not need to say, um, I'm I recognize my weaknesses in this and that location, this attribute. Um, I understand why people did that because you want to be honest, and especially I feel like in the church we have a deep respect for the repentance process, and part of that is recognizing where our weaknesses are. And so I view it as a strength. In this document, though, the expectation is that you are portraying yourself as the top of your game. Like even if you recognize weaknesses, this is not the place to put them in. Like personally recognizing that you have them is important, and I can respect that. But in this document, you want to come across with no defensiveness of like, this could be better. No, you just come straight, guns blazing. You are the right person for this job, even if you don't feel like that's the case. And honestly, I have done so many job applications in the last 6 months, and I feel like, wow, why would they hire me? But I come across as, man, I am on top of the world. And that's exactly what you want to do in this, and that is not dishonest at all. It's the nature of this document. So really, I hope you come across that's the case. So some formatting stuff, some here there's kind of a brief moment of um, I would have opportunities to grow in this business, and for them, that's not one of their concerns. It's good that you recognize it. I wouldn't put it in this document though. Make this document about them. How are they going to succeed as a business because they made the wise decision of hiring you? Um, because there are all types of things, but that's not unique to you. They recognize that they're providing an opportunity, and that you wouldn't be applying for this job if you didn't recognize those opportunities, and so they're best left unsaid. Um, I, this one, there were so many. I don't want to get into too many things. I just want to point out here, um, the right up front, like the, hey, I'm writing, applying for this position. I think is a really strong way to start, just because um, there's so little space here. You want to come out very clearly, very straightforward. This is not the document to try to beat around the bush. You want to get down to business, detail oriented, specifics, like what does this look like? All of those are things that I really tried to get here. So I point out, hey, can you get to the point quicker? Like, what exactly does this look like? Some tense shift that I saw in a couple, several. Just some nitty gritty stuff, man. I was pretty picky on some of these, so really don't don't take it personally. So I want to also point out with Dennis, I thought that formatting wise, again, this looked sharp. Name could have been where possible. Put their name in if you have that information that really makes it specific. You want to get across that this was not a copy pasted document. I took effort to customize that for this position in many ways. So there's a line here of even though my time in the university is short, oh gosh, that's the time where you recognize that, but you want to you swallow that back and you say, I'm the right person. I have the experience in my semester, my 3 semesters at the university. I have the experience. And they will fill in the blanks of like, whoa, 1 semester, that's not very much. But you will come across as so enthusiastic and knowledgeable and detail based that they will be like, wow, 1 semester. Even though they've only been here for 1 semester, they have gained the experience related to research and about how technology. You want them to make that conclusion. You don't want to fill that in because it comes across as a little defensive. Um, and kind of there's another line here at the end of like, I will learn many other things. You want the message from your application to be, I can learn, I'm flexible and can learn on the job, because you don't know everything. Things are going to be different at their location, their company. But I would recommend not putting that as an explicit statement. I would say portray those jobs, those experiences that you have that illustrate that you can learn quickly, and then leave the rest unsaid. And they will fill in the blank and say, you know what? I'm confident that they will learn many other things too as they are working in this job. Um, so I could have pointed out a lot of other ones. I'm going to leave it there. So honesty, I think, is important. It's good to recognize repentance process, especially like thinking about like, okay, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? but really doing yourself the compliment of like, I'm doing better than I think I am. And I went over some goals this last week, and I recognize I tend to be harder on myself than I think is healthy or realistic, honestly. So if you tend to do the same, um, this application can be a great chance to kind of focus on the positive, or just generally. I think I challenge you to kind of look at the positives within yourself and really don't shortchange yourself for the strengths you do have. Anyway, good luck, and I will talk to you guys later.